Howdy folks, Timber Drifter here. So this is the end of my work day. Been stripping stain off of docks, pressure washing. Did this yard cleanup job a couple of weeks ago. Just kind of handyman operations around this place. This is I think a third home for some folks who are nice enough to employ me. And I believe this lake has no public access. I think it's all private. It's not a huge lake, but it's pretty good size. It goes further in either direction than I can actually show you. So, for quite a while now, I haven't had a vehicle. I can't even remember how long to pin it down, but definitely more than a year, maybe a year and a half almost. And I just bought one. It's a beater. Paid $300 for it. But it runs pretty good. 204,000 miles on it. Pretty much everything still works. Electric windows still work. Four-wheel drive still works. Engine runs real smooth. It's alright. I don't know how long it'll last, but maybe long enough for me to get a good grub stake going. Make a little money. Because around here it's pretty difficult to make any money if you can't drive where you need to work. I was riding my bike over here, doing some work, or two here and home, and it's quite a ways. It's over 10 miles anyway. Could be a lot more than that. But so here I am again with the vehicle, so I can get around and make a little money, and also I once again have the expense of the vehicle. And I've noticed, as I've observed before, when I don't have a vehicle, I don't spend much money. In the last couple of days that I've been driving this, I've spent way more money than I normally would. Pretty much need a vehicle to make money, but I spend a lot more when I have it, and it costs me money. Just on its own. But that's kind of the way of the world these days, so for however long it lasts, maybe it'll give me a chance to get something a little bit better. Or then again, who knows, maybe this will run for a long damn time. It's about time I have good luck with a vehicle. Anyway, it's just big enough for me to sleep diagonally inside of it. See my blanket roll laid out there, and my jacket for a pillow. Just big enough. Here's some possibilities. I don't think I'd trust this vehicle to travel very far. I don't have any reason not to other than how many miles it has on it. It rides pretty rough. The suspension is crap, and I've got to get some new used tires. But I'm able to get, I'll probably be able to get far enough from home to go fishing in all kinds of places I can't normally get to by bicycle, and even be able to sleep in here at night. So, tell you about this pipe and what I'm smoking. First, the pipe. So I picked this up recently when I was in Pennsylvania for a couple of weeks. Stopped at the Cigars International store in Hamburg, PA, which is just over the mountain from where my folks live. And there were a dozen of these pipes. Just this make. There were other cobs as well. But out of that dozen, I picked this one. I liked it best. It had the thickest walls, chamber walls. There's nothing off center in the drilling. It's all good that way. It's mostly cob and less kernel, which probably makes no difference at all, but it's kind of an aesthetic thing for me. And the really cool thing about it is, once I had selected this, I saw that the price on it was $8.99, and all of the other ones were $11.99 for the same make of pipe. So I feel like I got a deal, and I got the best one. I've smoked about 30, maybe more bowls out of this pipe, and it just keeps getting better. Now to the tobacco I'm smoking. I'm not smoking this because I want to be smoking it. I'm smoking it because I think either a bear or a skunk got into some of my stuff. I have totes with a tarp over them with some assorted objects in there, like quite a few books, and then a tote full of random tobacco and pipe related items, small tote, and old knives that I'm going to work on. So anyway, I lean more toward it being a large skunk. I have seen skunks, personally witnessed skunks, and also seen the evidence of them doing quite a lot of damage that probably gets blamed on bears a lot of the time. But bears usually will run off with whatever they take, and skunks and coons usually stay there and tear everything up. We don't have any coons right where I live, so I'm thinking skunk. Anyway, got in my tote and tore up a bunch of bags of tobacco. This is a bag of Barking Dog from House of Windsor that I had for, I don't even know, 9, 10, 11 years unopened. This is what I could salvage out of the bag, minus one bowl that I'm smoking right now. And it's a cube cut burley. I think there's some Latakia in there. It's a nice English smoke. It's got a good kick to it. I would love to have more of this. I don't think it's made anymore. Anyway, that's what I'm smoking. Sometime I'll tell a story about the interactions I've had with skunks getting into my stuff. Anyway, getting close to 8 o'clock here. Sun's going down. So I'm going to do a shout out here, and I don't do that very often. Largely because I don't watch a whole lot of YouTube anymore. I just don't have time or access to the internet often enough. But a fellow contacted me on Instagram, and we had a pretty good conversation, and he told me that he'd put his first video up. And I don't remember how to make a link, so you just have to look it up. But his YouTube name is Southern Gentleman, one word, Piper. Southern Gentleman, Piper. The Piper is a separate word. Southern Gentleman is one word. He made his intro vid, I don't know, about a week ago, maybe a little bit more. Swinging on his porch swing, smoking a pipe. Go give him a look. There, I remembered. Anyway, I'm just gonna hang out here and relax. Nobody lives right around here. These are all seasonal houses, so I'm just gonna camp out here for a few nights until I get my job underway. Get it to a point where I can leave it, not spend any gas money driving back and forth. That was a good tobacco. Barking dog. All right, y'all take care.